Good morning. It's Saturday, June 14th, and I am sorry to have to tell the world that a major crisis has finally occurred in the Middle East. Israel has launched an unprecedented attack on Iran that targeted its nuclear program and military. Israel's 200 fighter jets hit dozens of targets and reportedly damaged the country's primary nuclear enrichment facility. Nuclear scientists and key military leaders, including the commander-in-chief of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, Iran's highest-ranking military officer and an aide to Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, were killed. During this large strike, Iranian civilians reportedly felt the ground shaking and heard repeated explosions. Multiple videos showed flames and smoke billowing from buildings across Tehran. And in response, Khamenei has vowed that Israel will face severe punishment for the attack. Israeli citizens have already begun to prepare by closing schools and securing medical facilities. Overnight, Iran launched 100 drones toward Israel territory in what is expected to be the first stage of a much larger counterattack. The U.S. was not involved in the strike, and our Secretary of State Marco Rubio said that Israel had advised the U.S. that it believed the action was necessary for its self-defense. On Thursday, President Donald Trump had warned of the possibility of a massive conflict in the Middle East that could take place soon. As usual, Trump posted this on Truth Social. Trump urged Iran to agree to a nuclear deal before there was nothing left. And according to reports, Washington has long sought to limit Tehran's nuclear capacity, with the most recent negotiations in Rome last month ending with no agreement. And a sixth round of U.S.-Iran talks had been scheduled for Sunday in Oman. It's not clear now if that will go ahead. And in a televised address to Israel early Friday, the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the military operations had struck at the head of Iran's nuclear weaponization program, and the targets included Iran's main enrichment facility in Natanz. Iranian nuclear scientists and Iranian ballistic missiles program were all attacked. And then Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, a targeted military operation to roll back the Iranian threat to Israel's very survival. And Netanyahu declared that this operation will continue for as many days as it takes to remove this threat to our nation. And repeated explosions could be heard around the capital, Tehran, terrifying its residents. And there are multiple videos showing the flames and the smoke billowing from buildings across the city. Iran's airspace has also been closed by its civilian authorities. And Israel's airstrike destroyed dozens of radars and surface-to-air missile launches. And it killed several important people in the country. So one of the most powerful men, General Hossein Salami, the commander-in-chief of the country's elite Islamic Revolutionary Guards, was among those killed. And another high-ranking official, Ali Khamenei, a key advisor to Khomeini, who served as the Secretary of National Security, was also killed. So this is a major event in the Middle East. And Friday's strike suggests that Netanyahu saw a window of opportunity to meet Israel's long-standing objective of obliterating Iran's nuclear program. Iran is in its weakest military position in decades, following crippling economic sanctions and previous Israeli strikes on its air defenses and the decimation of its most powerful regional proxies, including Hezbollah. So this might be a turning stage in what really goes on in the Middle East. And maybe it eventually will lead to some form of peace. But who knows? Who knows what could happen there going forward? But meanwhile, Israel has taken care of some major problems. But we have to keep our eyes on this region because more killings, I am sure, will erupt. So have a great day and let's keep an eye on the Middle East. Take care. Bye.
What?